Your cat is scratching right now, and you think you've already tried everything. The collar, the spray, the expensive shampoo, maybe even the vet drops. But the fleas came back. Every single time. Here's what nobody told you. You've been fighting fleas from the outside. But the real battle? It starts inside your cat's body. Today I'm going to show you exactly what to add to your cat's food bowl. Simple, natural, almost free, that makes fleas and ticks biologically unable to stay on your cat. Some owners reported the scratching slowed down after just the first night. Let's get into it. Number 1. Diatomaceous earth. Most people have never heard of this, and the ones who have, they're using it wrong. Diatomaceous earth is a fine white powder made from fossilized algae. It looks completely harmless. But to a flea, it is razor-sharp glass at the microscopic level. When a flea comes into contact with it, the powder slices through their exoskeleton. They dehydrate and die within hours. Not days, hours. A study published in the Journal of Economic Entomology confirmed that food-grade diatomaceous earth caused a 90% reduction in flea populations within 72 hours of application. 90% in 72 hours. Here's what rare owners do. Take just half a teaspoon of food-grade diatomaceous earth. Food-grade, this is critical. And mix it directly into your cat's wet food once a week. It passes through their digestive tract harmlessly, but it also coats the gut lining, destroying any internal parasites silently growing inside your cat right now. At the same time, lightly dust your cat's bedding and carpet once a week. Inside and outside, you are attacking the flea population from 2 directions at once. But killing fleas now means nothing if new ones keep jumping on. The next ingredient makes your cat repellent before fleas even get close. Number 2. Apple cider vinegar. Fleas don't jump randomly. They hunt. They detect carbon dioxide, body heat, and the pH of your cat's skin. When those signals are right, they attack. When they're wrong, they move on. Apple cider vinegar changes those signals completely. Raw apple cider vinegar is highly acidic. Fleas thrive in alkaline environments. The moment your cat's skin and bloodstream shift slightly toward acidic, fleas can't orient themselves properly. They lose their target, they jump off, and don't come back. Research from the Journal of Arthropod-Borne Diseases confirmed that acidic compounds significantly disrupted flea behavior, reducing attachment rates by over 60% in tested animals. Over 60%. Half a teaspoon of raw apple cider vinegar added to your cat's water bowl every single day. That's it. Your cat won't even taste it. But their body chemistry shifts just enough that fleas go from perfect host to completely wrong target. No spray, no collar, no chemicals, just water and one ingredient. But fleas can still smell your cat from a distance. The next ingredient makes that smell completely unbearable to them. Number 3. Brewer's yeast. Fleas are incredibly sensitive to smell. Before a flea ever jumps onto your cat, it has already detected your cat's scent from across the room. Specific amino acids, carbon dioxide, skin compounds. That scent is an invitation. Brewer's yeast cancels that invitation entirely. Brewer's yeast is loaded with B vitamins, especially thiamine. When your cat digests it, thiamine is released directly through their skin. To you and your cat, nothing changes. But to a flea, that smell is completely repulsive. They avoid it instinctively. A study in medical and veterinary entomology found that B vitamin supplementation reduced flea infestation rates in animals significantly. Not slightly. Significantly, half a teaspoon of brewer's yeast powder mixed into your cat's food every day. Cats actually enjoy the taste. It's naturally savory. No fighting at mealtime. Your cat eats it happily, and within days, fleas start smelling something they biologically want to avoid. Your cat becomes invisible to them. Adult fleas are repelled. But what about the ones already on your cat right now? The next oil kills them on contact. Number 4. Coconut oil. Put down the flea shampoo. Seriously, most commercial flea shampoos contain permethrin and pyrethrins, compounds that are toxic to cats in concentrated doses. You are applying poison to your cat's skin to kill parasites. There is a cleaner, safer, more effective option. Coconut oil contains lauric acid. Lauric acid suffocates fleas by coating their respiratory spiracles, the tiny holes they breathe through. Fleas cannot develop resistance to this. They either breathe or they don't. Contact with lauric acid means they don't. A study published in the Asian Pacific Journal of Tropical Biomedicine confirmed lauric acid's powerful insecticidal properties against multiple parasite species, including the specific flea species that targets cats. Add a quarter teaspoon of organic coconut oil to your cat's food 3 times a week. It works from the inside out. The oil is distributed through your cat's skin and coat. Fleas land, encounter the lauric acid barrier, and leave. As a bonus, your cat's fur becomes noticeably softer and shinier within just a few days. Adult fleas handled. But you know what owners keep getting wrong? They kill adults and completely forget about the eggs. The next ingredient breaks the cycle before it starts. Number 5. Cedarwood oil. Here's the reason fleas keep coming back every 2 weeks, no matter what you do. It's not the adults, it's the eggs. One female flea lays up to 50 eggs per day. Those eggs fall off your cat onto carpets, furniture, and bedding. You kill the adults on your cat. 2 weeks later, the eggs hatch. New generation. Same nightmare. You didn't solve the problem. You delayed it. Cedarwood oil contains cedrol, a compound that dissolves the protective outer coating of flea eggs at the molecular level. The eggs don't hatch. The cycle collapses before a new generation can even begin. A 2011 study in parasitology research found cedarwood oil had near 100% ovicidal activity against fleas. Near 100%. That is not a small number. 2 drops of diluted cedarwood oil mixed into your cat's food once a week. This tiny addition dismantles the flea life cycle from the inside. Combined with everything else on this list, fleas have no pathway to survival. But you've handled fleas. Ticks are a completely different threat. And the next herb was proven to stop them cold. Number 6. Dried rosemary. Ticks don't jump. They wait. They sit on grass blades, leaves, and doorsteps, completely still, until your cat brushes past. Then they attach and immediately begin burrowing. They carry Lyme disease, anaplasmosis, Ehrlichia, infections that can permanently damage your cat's joints, kidneys, and immune system. Rosemary contains rosmarinic acid, a compound that ticks detect and actively avoid. It interferes with their ability to locate and latch onto a host. A study from the USDA Agricultural Research Service confirmed rosemary extract was highly effective against multiple tick species, including the deer tick responsible for Lyme disease transmission. A small pinch of dried rosemary powder in your cat's food 3 times a week. Your cat begins producing a scent that ticks biologically refuse to approach. Simple. Cheap. Proven. Ticks are repelled from the outside. But what about the damage fleas have already caused inside your cat's body? The next spice begins repairing it immediately. Number 7. Turmeric. Most owners think a flea infestation is a skin problem. It is not. It is a whole body problem. Every single flea bite injects saliva directly into your cat's bloodstream. That triggers a systemic immune response. Histamines, inflammation, stress hormones flooding your cat's system. Over weeks and months, this chronic inflammation quietly weakens your cat from the inside. Turmeric contains curcumin, one of the most studied natural anti-inflammatory compounds in existence. A 2017 review in the journal Molecules confirmed curcumin's ability to significantly reduce inflammatory markers in animals, including those caused directly by parasite bites. Significantly reduced. Inflammation reversed. A tiny pinch of turmeric powder in your cat's food 3 times a week. It reduces the internal damage fleas have already caused. And curcumin also creates an environment inside your cat's body that parasites find increasingly hostile. 1 ingredient, 2 benefits: relief from the outside in and the inside out.